Hello and welcome to the Pointless Distractions podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Draper. With me,
Graham Bergeron.
Scott Westerman.
At Draper.
all right, gentlemen, another Father's Day has come and passed.
Nothing.
So, because you and Graham are fathers, what did you guys do?
I slept till like 10:30.
Nice. Yeah, we got well, I couldn't sleep till 10:30 because I had to get up for church, but it was fun. We have a big thing at church every year where normally we do the man up games, which, our pastor we'll pick some people randomly to get up there and do embarrassing games, but they win gift cards and stuff. But he's actually on a mission trip to Africa right now. So we had our youth pastor was preaching instead. So they just basically did a raffle for gift cards. So that was nice. Of course, my brother-in-law, his luck always holds. He won the very last gift card that they raffled off because he can't go a year without winning something, little jerk.
It was $100 to Hobby Lobby.
I think it was $25 to Lowe's. It was all steak and tools is how they were described it. So it was all like steakhouses and like Lowe's and Home Depot. But another nice tradition they put up is every year from Father's Day they make bacon at the snack bar, so we get bacon every Father's Day, which is kind of nice.
That sounds incredible.
I've said it before. I don't know why church wasn't like your church when we were kids. Like you go get prizes, eat fucking bacon.
It's because we grew up Catholic. They just tell you how much you fucked up in life.
Yeah, feel bad about yourself and everything you do.
Yeah.
By the way, whatever you do, you're still not good enough.
Yeah, and they're going to touch your penis too.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after that, we just did our normal thing. We got to Heidi's dad's house. He always likes to cook out every Father's Day, so we got out there and had brats, burgers, and hot dogs, and it was fun. Just hung out, had a good time. My sister, of course, had to one-up me this year because I'm looking on something popped up on Facebook or something, and it's like, oh, we decided to take Dad and my stepmom out on the boat today. I'm like, oh, you first. Like I get a phone call, and she like takes them out on the boat on the lake for the day. Like, all right, let's see how it is.
You got to get a boat.
I guess so. But yeah, they live up on a place called Indian Lake, which is, one of those nice
Stolen
big lake resorts
land.
kind of things. Yeah, stolen land, like everything.
They weren't giving out pontoon boats this year at church.
No pontoon boats at church, unfortunately. My freaking brother-in-law would have won that if we did, though. But yeah, they got a nice little lake house up there.
Price is Right with Jesus.
What does that even mean?
Okay,
I
sure.
don't know, you just go there and get prizes. I have no idea.
Yeah. So other than that, yeah, I didn't really do anything special for me. It's always, we go out there and celebrate out there with all the fathers. So it was cool. Me, my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law. So it was cool. It was a good time.
Did the kids get you a tie or anything? What's like the classic gift that like
A tie?
dads would get back in the day?
Kids don't give me crap. In fact, Parker, I had to go in early because I was ushering and I had to set up stuff and everything. But when they showed up, Parker came right over to me, gave me a hug, and told me Happy Father's Day, which was great. And then I didn't see Luke for about 10 minutes. He was telling all the other guys Happy Father's Day. It's like, come on, man.
It's not your son.
Oh, no, he wishes. But yeah, it was kind of funny.
I got a ton of stuff for Father's Day.
Must be nice.
Scott just got flack.
Kids got me a Belgian waffle maker so that I can make them waffles.
Oh, well.
Oh, that thing's getting used once and then going in the fucking cupboard.
Sale.
You say that, but you don't know how much money we spend on waffles.
Are you talking about just like Eggo waffles or
Waffles in general. I mean, mostly we get Eggo waffles, but we haven't had a working waffle maker in like 6 months, so.
Did you get a Wearing Pro?
I have no idea.
Okay, go look at it. No, Wearing Pros.
yeah, we have to stop until we know what brand it is.
And then Cam got me some stuff for the pod.
No, oh, yeah. You're all
Yeah, I got some
professional
little-
now over there.
Some little wireless mics that we can take on the go and like a soundboard that doesn't work with my setup. So we got to return it and get another one.
That's great.
I told Grandma I was probably going to buy the same set, buy 2 more mics, because they're pretty reasonably priced, and then we have 4 to work with.
Yeah, no, they sound great. I spent like an hour with the kids testing them out, sending them to different like rooms in the house to test the sound quality and stuff. Have them just record some nonsense. They were having fun. They sound great.
Are they like
Good.
Bluetooth?
Yeah, they just,
Okay.
there's a little like receiver that plugs into the bottom of the phone.
Oh, nice.
That's perfect.
Get field tested in August, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why I wanted them was to be able to do like, if we wanted to record videos and stuff.
Do some man on the street interviews, man in the
There's not-
cemetery interviews.
There's not so many people on our streets. Also, we don't have a single street. It's all roads.
Interview some spirits.
Why are you haunting Pat's house?
Why are you breaking his stuff? Flooding his basement, messing up his water heater.
You guys got a minute for the camping trip?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so
You got to do a scavenger hunt. Find this tombstone. Find that tombstone.
no. The camping
Gotta
trip,
get
Sarah and I
everyone
went
fucking
on for 3
excited to go.
days.
Oh, that one.
For
Okay.
3 days, yeah. So we went up on Friday because it was Juneteenth. I had it off. Sarah had a half day. And so we got up there and it's all on and off rain. So the first night's good. We have our battery pack for our CPAPs, the Jackery or whatever. And then the next morning we wake up and realize that we didn't bring the right cord to recharge it from the cigarette lighter. It looked exactly like it, but wasn't the right one. So no CPAPs the second night. And
Oh, wait. You guys have his and hers CPAPs?
Oh yeah. I put
Family
a
that CPAPs together stays together.
I put a splitter on it. No, we both each had one. Yeah. So, so the second night, like we couldn't even top off the air mattress because no matter how good the air mattress is, it's literally going to start to deflate, right?
Mhm.
So,
Not mine.
well, you
Dude,
was the last
the
time you
one
camped?
you've been camping with me, right? The one Jen and I use is like it's
Ours-
more like it's like an indoor one. Like we'll put that in the tent and we're like 3 inches from the top. Like
no,
if Scott wants
is
to use that one, it's like a fucking queen size.
no,
It's
ours is
literally
too. That's ours.
9 inches off the ground at least.
Yeah,
No,
ours
Oh,
no,
I've
is
got
like-
one. Yeah, I got one
ours
that's like
yeah.
18 inches up or something. It's huge.
Yeah,
yeah, like
this
one of
thing's
those.
huge, but still, no matter what you do, it starts to deflate. We have the same one. We spent like probably $100 on it. So middle of the night on Saturday into Sunday, the thing. I mean, it's not pissing out air, but it was enough that I was on my side and I fucking rolled off. But at that point, when it gets low enough, only one person can stay in it, and they have to be dead center. So I was like, I want her to sleep good. So I literally walked out to my car, cleaned all the camping gear and brought it to the third row and laid on the seats, the second row of seats, and tried to sleep for like 3 hours. Couldn't sleep. Finally came back into the tent and then shifted over and we made it work. But and then it just rained nonstop.
You should have hooked the hose up to the hole in the fucking mattress. Just breathe that in.
Yeah, that would have helped. So but the campground was literally a quarter full, which is crazy for a holiday weekend, but a lot of people saw the forecast and just didn't bother to go. And the campground's showers are fucking full blast hot. So, and then I came home, we had no hot water. So it's kind of like the middle ground, you know?
That's odd. Usually every campground I've been to, you get about 20 seconds of hot water and then you're screwed after that.
No, not here. Not here. It's like, never mind. I was going to say something terrible, but, when we got flooding a few weeks ago, like the pump handled most of it, but I didn't realize it got high enough for all the insulation of the water heater to wick everything up, and it ended up destroying the elements in the thermostat. So found that out. So completely dead ass cold water. So I spent a lot of yesterday and today trying to get it going. So I put new elements, new thermostats. Then I end up connecting the wrong wire and fucking short and blew out one of the thermostats. So I didn't have my car today because my coworker Dana took it because his truck's in the shop and Sarah went to work. So I blew out the whole freaking thing and had to walk half mile to Bradford Lumber to get another thermostat and come back and get it done. And then I didn't have yeah, that's it. Yeah. But finally we have hot water. But the problem is there's a wire that goes from the top thermostat to the bottom that helps regulate when they turn on because they're not supposed to be on at the same time. Well, the thing snapped off midway inside the insulation. So now it's blazing fucking hot. So I had to dial it down to 90 degrees on the thermostat and it was still too hot. So now I only have one thermostat, only one element going. So there it is.
It sounds like a
Fun.
rough couple of days.
Ugh,
Yeah.
It's like every fucking day for him.
I know.
Every day for him.
It's either him and Graham trade off on their misery.
Graham should just be my roommate. We can make it work.
Yeah, I know. The family should just get together, just suffer together.
Yeah, meteor would probably hit your house or something.
Well, maybe we can at least cash in it for money. Those things are valuable.
That's true.
But no, everything's good now. I got it all figured out. It's the right temperature. Laundry's caught up on because we had to wash all the shit from the camping trip and all that. Yep. So knock on wood.
If fucking Scott and I moved in together, we'd be like,
Everything's
look at
good.
it, just a duffel bag fell out of the sky with money in it.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Well, I suppose we could record picking Scott up at the airport. I don't know what kind of great content that would be, but it'd be fun.
I'm sure we could make something out of it.
As you run over me with your car. Hear the screams of agony. Got you here, sucker.
Like this big city airport, and it's like, yeah, there's like 2 fucking airlines that are out of it now.
I would think Columbus is
Joke.
a similar population to Manchester. I would think.
I don't know how big's Manchester.
I'm not.
Columbus is pretty big with all the suburbs and everything. We're probably a couple million now
What?
with all the suburbs and everything.
Oh shit! No, we're like 125,000. Well, Manchester.
I think-
Okay, never mind. I had no idea it was that big.
I think Columbus proper is listed at like 500,000 on its own, but then we got
Oh,
lots
shit.
of suburbs and shit.
Had no idea.
What'd you think Scott was gonna get here? It was gonna be a Blade Runner for him.
Hang on, let me look. I might be way off. I haven't looked at any stats like that in freaking years. Scott fact. It's the capital most populous city in Ohio. Population 905,000, and that's just Columbus. So Columbus metropolitan area is estimated 2.23 million.
That's probably all of southern New Hampshire.
Ooh, we're the 32 largest metropolitan area in the U.S. Aren't we fancy? Yeah, Columbus is pretty big. It's,
So
it's
how many
nice and
people
spread out.
total?
2.2 million for the entire metropolitan area.
Our entire state is 1.42 million. Holy shit! I had no idea.
Yeah, I think Ohio State alone has like freaking 40,000 or something stupid like that.
Young trim.
What is Ohio State's population? Or student body 60,000.
You like those student bodies?
Yes, I do. They just don't like me because I'm old and gross now.
Yeah.
Much of Ohio is just wooded.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Or soybean fields, right?
A lot of cornfields, a lot of soybean fields. Yes.
Yeah.
With cities in between.
Yeah.
A lot of small towns. A lot of big towns. How big is Manchester? You said about 125,000?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we got maybe like Finley or something around here.
Yeah.
Q. I guess I'll come visit you, Hicks. Jeez.
Hicks. Ugh.
No, I guarantee you're gonna love it here.
You.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys are there. Of course I'll love it. And all of our podcast friends.
You just instantly hate us. Like, oh, Kyle was cool on the cruise, but fuck these guys.
Yeah, Scott. You're gonna be blown away by how quiet it is here. Other than an occasional road noise.
Not when Kyle's around.
Well,
Guy
yeah.
never
Why would
shuts up.
if there's 20 fucking people at your house, we're not gonna be quiet.
Well, no, I mean like the actual. There's not a lot of like. It's not a bustling city. There's not gonna be a shitload of ambient noise.
Remember, I grew up on a pig farm. I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's true.
Although that was many, many, many years ago.
Many moons.
I still don't think Pat's gonna be prepared if it is, say, 20 people. Like, oh, well, I was really thinking it was just gonna be like 6. I'm like, god damn.
You know me. I fucking love hanging out with people. Why would I be alarmed?
It's your
by that?
fucking house, though. It's like,
But we had 250 people.
yeah, but you had porta potties and shit. It is gonna be annoying when we coming in and out. And
The only reason we had the porta potties is so the guys could piss outside and the women could use the inside. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, we'll just let it run downhill right now, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's perfectly good grades up there.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. One of my ancestors might have had a feud with one of those dead people up there. I can shit on their grave for him.
Probably.
I was talking to one of our regulars at work, Dan. I think I've mentioned him. I don't know if I've mentioned it directly to you guys. He's the one who always brings like Trader Joe's and all this like gifts for us. But he's in like biotech. It's very vague, but he has like hundreds of people under him. And like when we had gone out to Chen's for that girl's 21st, he like paid this whole bar tab, and he's like, "All right, well, guys, I
Damn.
gotta leave because I have to be in London tomorrow." Like he went over to London for like 16 hours to like go to this dinner for work. And I was telling him, he's like, what's
Wow.
the date on this thing? Because he's a listener. He's like, yeah, I'll be there, man.
That's
So
cool.
this like corporate, like fucking biotech dude is gonna.
He's gonna hate it.
No, he likes hanging out and drinking and partying.
Yeah, that's cool. More the merrier, especially for his, especially people listening. Like, okay, cool. I want to meet all these people. I mean, I've already had half of them on the podcast anyway, so
Oh,
it's gonna
yeah.
be cool to meet all you guys in person.
So I was thinking, should we get 1 or 2 kegs? I think I can get a keg of Battle Axe for like $70 for my price.
The six barrel, a log.
Yeah, I'll
That's-
talk to the brewer Joe at work.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Well, that's what, like 40 pints in one of those, right?
Um.
So, how many people you think are going to be here?
Well, I meant hopefully we're still drinking a bunch of light beer, but I want some like good stuff in there too.
yeah.
So,
No.
you know,
Get one a battle axe and get.
I can
one-
drink 10 of those, but I'll also be fucking hammered. So.
Yeah, but get the lowest ABV one.
Well, no, I want to get the battle axe and then.
But no, and then another lower ABV one.
Because people are going to bring their own beer, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
So, this is just going to be supplemental. That's why I'm not sure if we need
Yeah.
2 kegs or 1, but
2.
I don't know. Can't go wrong with 2. It's not like you won't drink them. I mean, we don't have to drink them all that day. Hell, it may not even be enough depending on how many people show up and how thirsty they are.
True.
Who knows how far it's going to go into Sunday? I mean, I want to. When's your flight out? Monday or?
Yeah, Monday night.
That's smart. Monday night. Perfect idea.
All right, word. I'm probably gonna take that Monday off too, but like we can just like chill at the house and not, we can still drink Sunday or whatever.
Oh shit! I was gonna say, I'll just come up to your place and just drink all day.
No, I meant for Monday. If you leave on Monday night, we can just chill and not fucking party and just.
Recover.
That sounds good.
You're not gonna fucking get hammered up until the flight, like drinking 4 or 5 days straight.
Then he let me on the plane. Like, nope.
Ohio man shit himself on a flight.
No, I mean, the airline would probably only be mad that you were pre-drunk and didn't buy liquor there. They don't care if you get drunk as long as you spend $20 per drink.
Get drunk at the airport there, at least that airport, it'd probably at least $95.
It's like $14 beers in Manchester. Yeah. Right?
Dang.
I don't know who you're checking with. I don't fucking know. Like, why would I know that?
Well, I know what it is out of Logan.
Even though I work there, I have no idea what the fucking beer costs.
You didn't drink there on the daily?
No, not that one.
What kind of person who hated his job are you?
I stole and drank plenty, it's just not alcohol.
Oh my god.
He's got 2 Cessnas sitting in his
That was a
backyard.
very aggressive background check.
Oh, I bet.
Of course, when you're dealing with like anything TSA related or anything airport, yeah.
Was there a cavity check involved?
No.
No.
His teeth are good.
Missed out.
So what other stuff do we have planned though for
So
Why am I laughing at that? Why am I laughing at that?
I don't know. Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That's why you're laughing at that.
beer pong?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have plenty of cups.
You mean Beirut?
Yeah, exactly. We can do that 100%.
Set that up.
Are
Cool.
you actually
Very
gonna
cool.
do a brisket, or is that just gonna be too much? I mean, you say that
Oh.
now, but are you really gonna
I say it, but like I don't feel like staying up the whole night, so we can.
Yeah, I
do,
knew it.
We can do ribs and stuff. Ribs are like 6 hours, but they'll still be great.
Yeah, whatever.
There'll be plenty of good food.
Whatever's not super labor intensive, that's fine. I'm not picky. I mean,
I
as long
was
as it's
telling
not
everyone,
seafood.
I was like, let's figure out the food and bring the food because there's no Domino's is gonna save us at fucking midnight.
No, there's nothing that's going to save us at midnight unless we go to the convenience store 10 miles away.
Wasn't I saying if Pat had to plan it for like 20 people, it'd be like 5 Delmonicos and some beer, and that's it.
No, I would get a shitload of hot dogs and burgers too.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you're
get better
pacing.
We need
connections
easy
because
shit for when we're hammered at like 1 a.m. to make.
There'll be plenty.
no, I'm just saying you got to get better connections though. Because I mean, when I was working at the pizza place in Manchester, we'd have our yearly family camping trip down in Nashua, and a couple of times we got that place to deliver to us,
Wow.
even though it's like a mile in the woods, 25 minutes away from the store.
That's awesome.
How are you not sick of pizza at that point? I mean,
Pizza,
even
man.
drunk. Ugh.
Oh, I'd still eat that every day. It's free.
It's true.
So is roadkill, but I'm not eating that shit.
I remember working.
I mean, that depends on who you are.
when we worked for Maddie, he had come in and it was his baby shower, so nobody in the company knew that he had,
Knocked up one of his employees.
yeah.
I was at that baby shower.
So,
obviously.
Pat and I and Jen got invited to his baby shower, but I had heard about like at work earlier. He had supplied the baby shower with like 20 pizzas, and he said it was for like the animal shelter.
Oh shit.
And then he went and picked them up. And I get there, I'm like, why the fuck is it? I was like, we're eating like, oh no, there's other food. That's just if you want pizza. I was like, oh, okay. I don't want that.
Surprised he eats pizza because it's round, but I guess it is also flat. So
That's incredible.
maybe that's why he thinks the world is flat. All he sees is pizzas all day. All he used to see was pizzas.
hits your eye like a big pizza pie. Sorry.
Oh, this one's a banger. Graham, do we even get near Father's Day? Yeah, so you got microphones?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I
right.
slept in, I woke up, kids gave me presents.
Noise.
I didn't really do much after that. We went outside to do some yard work. We're still trying to get our pool set up.
Told you, just bring the fucking kids over here.
Yeah, I know, but we have a pool. We want to get it. Like, we didn't.
I know, but you don't have to do shit. You just bring them here and you're ready to go.
But we didn't buy a pool not to not use a pool.
It's a 7-minute drive for him.
All right, Pat.
Yeah, the kids can piss in the pool. I don't care. I don't clean it.
No, so we did that. We did some yard work. Because Cam's been getting really into gardening this year. Now that we've like actually gone out and put some effort into it.
Noise.
We didn't really do much after that. It started raining. We came inside and we just kind of hung out for the rest of the day. Nothing too crazy.
I was definitely waiting for Pat to chime in. I noticed he wasn't there. You mentioned gardening. He's like, "What do you guys? What are you going? Give me
Peppers.
break it."
I was going to ask him that, but I figured,
No, it's all flowers and stuff right now.
oh.
What a waste!
Are we still making hot sauce? Is that one of the 75 things we have
No,
planned
it's
for this
not. You
coming
know
August?
that was never happening during that trip.
Hey, boy.
No, Kent's been thinking about doing vegetables and stuff too, but we weren't sure like how permanent our living situation is right now, so we didn't want to like commit to anything this summer.
Do you guys just have like a place at like a common place at the apartment complex you can use or something, or is it? You just
So
have,
it's
like,
not an
boxes?
apartment complex. It's kind of like a duplex. It's just like a bottom floor and a
Okay.
top floor.
So you got yard
Um,
space.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We do have the clubhouse here, so I don't think Scott wants to come all this way just to go swimming, but we can do that. And there's a pool table in there, and that I've never even used. Ping pong. I think there's darts.
In your complex?
Yeah,
Oh, I'd
Get
fuck
Pat
up
really
some
drunk and
darts.
throw darts at him.
a whole shit ton of Tom Clancy books.
Oh, really? They got
Random.
little reading space with all the.
Yeah, you
All
just
the
come
paperbacks
and we
were
just
donated
read,
from
like,
an
wow,
estate
Rainbow
sale.
Six is a great novel.
I think the only one I've ever read was Hunt for Red October, actually. Oh, man.
Graham, what are you drinking?
Bud Light.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Just a nice easy
What are you
drink.
chugging there, Pat? Jeez. Oh, High Life, the champagne of beers.
Yeah. I'm not living the high life, but I'm drinking it.
Noise.
Weren't you drinking nips last week? I could swear you had like a nip of Bombay Sapphire. I was like, that explains it.
Yeah. No, somebody brought it over to our anniversary party and I just found it. I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
I just saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you fight anybody after that?
No.
No? That's
Just his
what
own tongue.
That's pretty funny. Yep. You hit it right in the head.
So Scott, Masters of the Universe, didn't you say your kids wanted to see that?
Well, they had no idea what it was. Me and my brother-in-law wanted to see it because we're dorks.
All the
Yeah.
toys in your house, there's no He-Man representation?
I have Man-at-Arms and I have Skeletor. That's the only two Masters of the Universe figures I've ever owned. But my brother-in-law is like 8 years younger than me, I think. 7 or 8 years younger than me. And he was right in the prime age for He-Man. So he had a lot of that stuff growing up. So he really wanted to see it. I think he might have liked the movie even more than we did. And I got to say, the movie is bombing at the box office. And that's a damn shame because it's a lot of fun.
Is it
It's-
worth seeing? Because I
It's
still
cool.
really
It's a
wanna go
lot of
see
fun.
it.
Everybody complains that there's too much humor in it, but like I'd say 90% of the humor is like actually well timed and fits in, to the scenes that it's in and stuff, which is surprisingly good.
Are you telling me that a He-Man property is
I
goofy
know.
and
I
full
know
of
it's
fun?
like goofy and crazy and fun. Yeah, it's pretty funny because it's your origin story of He-Man. Of course, he's a little kid. He gets sent. It's all movie stuff, but he gets sent to Earth, and then he gets has to find the sword and everything. He loses the sword when he gets sent through the portal to Earth, and so he's looking for this sword his whole life. And everybody, of course, thinks he's crazy because he's talking about growing up on Eternia with all these crazy characters and everything, and that he's the prince of the realm and all this bullshit. So he finally gets the sword and gets there. And it's just a lot of fun. So, I mean, he doesn't actually show up as He-Man until probably like 2/3 of the way through the movie. But,
That's not right.
well, when he does, he just kicks everyone's ass. It's great.
So I don't know
But-
much about this. Is it live action?
Yeah, it's live action. Mhm.
Who played him?
Some guy I've never seen before.
Dolph Lundgren?
No, Dolph Lundgren.
No, but Dolph Lundgren is in the movie.
He has a great
I-
cameo
oh,
as
gee.
a old guy at the
literally,
gym.
I was saying, how did they land him?
Yeah. That's an A-list star there. But yeah,
Is
it's a lot of
Cringer
fun.
slash Battle Cat in there?
Cringer is in it. Cringer is in it as a little kitty cat, and then when he comes back to Eternia, he's fully growed. So that's cool. He doesn't really do the Cringer to Battle Cat transformation. It's just like he's like, Cringer, stop being a puss. Come on, we need you right now. You got to be Battle Cat. He's like, all right, fine. And then he gets ferocious and turns into basically, lion, a full-grown freaking lion that he is.
Yeah.
But then later on, they do show him with the battle armor on, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, the characters are great. Trapjaw is like scary. He's just like menacing and he's like the coolest villain on there probably. I don't know why Jared Leto got to be Skeletor because they just put like this effect on his voice where you can't tell it's him anyway. So it's like, okay.
It's perfect. They can recast him for a sequel.
Yeah, there you go.
Jared Leto was in it? What the fuck?
He plays Skeletor. The cast is amazing. It's got like Idris Elba in it and stuff. It's like, oh my god.
Oh.
He's great in it. He plays Man-at-Arms and he's he fails to protect the king and everything early in the movie when Prince Adam gets sent to Earth, and so he basically becomes a stumbling drunk. So it's pretty funny later on. They did a race swap because they made him black and they made Triclops black and they made Roboto, or was Roboto, is that the name? They made her female.
Mr. Roboto, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's but it doesn't matter because it's freaking He-Man.
Well, I noticed
not like
that no
these are
one-
iconic characters anyway.
No one cares when they race swap a character and it's played by Idris Elba.
Yeah, exactly.
Like no one like, okay, sure.
I'll
Sure.
take. Yeah, it is
Sure.
something
You
to
take
play.
him
give
as
a pass.
You could make him play anybody. I'd be cool with
So
that.
what was He-Man's lady friend Tila? Was that it?
Yeah,
Tila?
Yeah.
Who played
Oh.
that? Jennifer Lawrence?
Camila Mendez. She was in Riverdale, I guess. I never watched that series, so I don't know. Allison Brie is playing Evil Lynn. She's awesome. Marina Baccarin, the hottie, she plays the sorceress.
Oh, she's hot.
James Purefoy's in it. Who's he? I forget who he plays.
Played Stinkor.
Yeah, Stinkor wasn't in it.
Who
Moss
played
Man was in the
Fisto?
Fisto is definitely in it. He's a guy that was in Game of Thrones and Vikings, I guess, but he was cool. Kristen Wiig does the voice of Roboto. Jared Leto, of course, is Skeletor. Idris Elba's Man-at-Arms. I mean, it's got a really good cast, and it's a lot of fun. It's some of the action sequences are just kind of like, okay, you know, it's a little too video gamey, really,
Mm-hmm.
but it's great. Like I said, my kids knew none of the characters, none of the background, nothing about Masters of the Universe. They just kind of tagged along because, you know, they knew
Yeah.
we were going, and they loved it. It's like, all right.
Dad, is there butts in this? Yes, son.
There are no butts. No, well, yeah. Well, Tila's got a really nice butt and that little outfit, but yeah,
Are there titties?
there are no titties. This is a kids movie. Beastman is like just big hulking brute. He's more like in the recent cartoons they've had on Netflix and stuff, where he's just this giant monster guy, but he can still talk and stuff. It's funny because they, like I said, a lot of the humor is very, very tongue in cheek, and then like, I don't know, I don't want to spoil this too much, but it's
Well, I'm
funny
not
that-
going to ever watch it.
Well, I know you're not.
I'll
gonna
never
watch
see
it.
it either, so it's just
Well,
for
most of our
random
listeners might, but it's like they come up with a really good reason why other people have such silly names and stuff, which is great. It's like, you know, like Fisto and, you know, Mechanic and all this kind of stuff.
I mean, when does Mossman come into it?
Mossman's in it. He's there for most of the movie, and then he, unfortunately, spoilers, he gets like the worst death in the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because like the little
He,
minion,
he dried out?
no, he gets disintegrated into a mess of bubbly goo. It's just like, ooh, that was
Did he
not
get
good.
was Hordak in it in the slime pit?
No, that'll be in the sequel. I'm sure.
Hordak. Jesus.
But
She-Ra.
She-Ra is in it in a post-credit scene. That was surprising, and it's funny because that's how it is. Like the whole movie is just kind of it's like going along, and it's kind of its own thing. And then like the last 5 minutes, it leans heavily into the cartoon, like big time heavily into the cartoon.
Mhm.
Like Orko pops up, and this week's episode was about show that blah 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 blah. It was just like, okay, we got Orko now. And there's a scene which is hilarious at the end because after Skeletor's been defeated and everybody's, everything's great in the kingdom, the queen has returned to being the ruler and all this, they're all kind of standing around talking. Roboto gets rebuilt, so it looks just like in the figure did, basically, with all the visible chest plate with gears in it and stuff.
Right.
It's just like, and that was like a big crowd pleasing moment. And then they're like, they say something stupid, like somebody makes like the lamest joke, and
You
they're all
don't
standing around in a
say.
circle talking, like bad,
Circle
like,
jerking.
like notoriously bad, like obviously terrible joke. And they're all standing around, they put their hands on their hips and in the back, they're like, ha 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 ha. It's just like the end of every cartoon. You're just like, what the hell was that? So that was pretty funny. They did a funny thing. They did a funny bit at the end too, where everybody knew that Prince Adam was He-Man now. He kind of named himself that because that was his silly name he had for himself, as a hero guy, basically. And they're like, trouble comes up. They're like, oh, we're getting an alarm. We need to go help this person out or whatever. And Prince Adam's like, oh, I gotta go over here real quick and take care of something. And he runs off to go change into He-Man. And they're all standing around like, did he just like sneak off to turn into He-Man? Like, we all know he's He-Man, right? Like, we all know that's him. Like, everybody in the kingdom knows it's him. What is he doing? So it's just kind of like making fun of the cartoon that way. It was pretty good. So then, off in the background, you see the lightning come down and he comes out riding Battle Cat like, okay, let's go save this guy or whatever.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yep. It was, there was a lot of stuff in it. Like I said, it was kind of a, your generic hero story in a few ways, but they did play a lot with it and really like lean into the fact that it was a Masters of the Universe movie. The characters were great. The casting was great. They did just some crazy stuff. It was a lot of fun. The music was fantastic. It was like kind of a throwback soundtrack, like an 80s, like kind of heavy metal kind of vibe soundtrack going through it. Brian May did a lot of the guitar work, I guess. He wrote some songs for it and stuff. It was just
Who did?
Brian May from Queen.
Oh, they said Iron Maiden. Yeah. That's cool that Brian May did it.
So it had a very 80s vibe with the music, which was great. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I recommend seeing it. Like basically, if you have any knowledge or love of the Masters of the Universe stuff at all, you're probably going to love the movie.
Yeah, probably will.
If you don't have any, you're still going to have a good time because it's just a fun movie.
I mean,
A couple of the
Pat
action
probably had
sequences, I think.
90% of the figures, and I don't think he's ever going to care about it.
Well, Dad probably sold them, but it's okay.
I mean, it's cool how they translate some of the guys because like Mechaneck, Mechaneck was just like the human periscope guy. I thought his neck went up about 2 inches, and that was a bit. It's like in this, he like turns into
pecker goes up.
No, it goes up way shorter than that. But in this, he like extends out like 20 feet, and he's like smacking guys in his head and stuff. It's like, okay, that's new, but it works when you see it. It's pretty funny. Beastman's big and scary. Teela's awesome. I mean, Man-at-Arms. The only thing, the one complaint I have about the movie is that Man-at-Arms helmet looks really dumb. It's like, his armor looks okay, but then he's got this helmet that's just kind of like, did you just make that out of tinfoil in your backyard? Like, that looks terrible. But other than that, I mean, the costumes and everything look great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even really like Masters of the Universe that much, but I had a lot of fun with it.
Nice.
So if you know the characters and all, it's really fun.
So
and
my guess, I'll be able to stream it within like what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, probably. It's bombing pretty hard.
I'll check it out.
So I'm sure it'll hit streaming pretty quickly. But it's one of those movies you kind of want to see on the big screen just because of all the visuals and stuff. But if not, who cares? Enjoy it.
Yeah, the Cinemaplex in Bradford's not showing that. Yeah,
it's probably only lasted like a week or two there because it's like I said, it's not doing well.
No,
it's a shame. I think
the joke. There is no Cineplex.
Yeah. The Cineplex is what you call your TV in your living room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like Wine Country is the room above my garage.
The mayor puts up a sheet projector in town hall.
We're showing Citizen Kane.
We can watch Kramer versus Kramer.
We've got Casablanca coming up next week, kids. It's a classic.
You ever heard of Humphrey Bogart?
Oh.
Like so, this week's agenda concerning the town drunk Pat Draper. No,
no.
Oh, there was a scene in there too. It's like it was just funny. It's just just the visuals are doing and stuff. Like Castle Grayskull is just pretty much attached to the main central city that everybody lives in, which is kind of strange. I thought it was supposed to be more out in the wilderness, kind of in the dark lands or whatever. But they have a scene where they like at the end they go to face Skeletor at Snake Mountain and they just show Snake Mountain. It's like that's awesome. It's like I thought my freaking brother-in-law was gonna just like jizz in his pants and then showed Snake Mountain. It was awesome. It's like it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you know the characters and the setting at all, you'll really like it. Even if you don't, it's still a really fun movie.
Good.
So I recommend it. You'll probably watch it and say, "What's wrong with you, Scott? That movie was terrible." But I don't know. It has the makings of a cult classic written all over it because it's got a good cast and it's fun.
What was that He-Man line where it was like after the main one, but it was like space themed?
Oh, the one that came out like 10, 15 years ago? I don't remember.
No, it was still like late 80s, I'm pretty sure, early 90s.
Was that a He-Man remake or was it a completely different property?
No, it was part of He-Man, but it was just like it had like space, like it had spaceships with it.
I don't know. He-Man kind of had spaceships with it from day one.
I mean, they are the masters of the universe.
True.
It was a whole branch off of that.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't into that stuff at that time, so I don't know. They were missing the only character I was hoping they would have that didn't have, I think, was Zodak, I think his name. He was like the weird guy who was like in red and silver armor. He never popped up.
Yeah, I think I had him as a figure.
Because he was one of the original guys, I think. And there was no Merman, which is very disappointing too, because he was one of the main guys. But they never had any to watch. There was a scene at the end where it's like a crowd shot, and it looked like there was a guy that looked just like Merman, but it was all the good guys. So I was like, I don't think that's supposed to be Merman. I don't know, it might just been an Easter egg for the fans. But yeah, it was fun. Just big dumb. I mean, it's not gonna hit my top 20 movies of all time or anything, and it's not gonna win any Oscars, but it's a lot of fun. It's if you want to go to the movies and have fun, that's the movie to see.
All right.
Yeah, it was the New Adventures of He-Man, 1989.
Oh well, I was in the army then, so I did not see that.
Sequel featuring a futuristic sci-fi setting on the planet Primus.
Because I knew there was a later He-Man reboot with like figures and stuff that came out maybe in the late 2000s, maybe early 2010s, but I can't remember. I don't remember that.
Yeah, this was like the answer. This was like the G.I. Joe Extreme.
Oh, geez.
Or, what was that line with the dude from World War II that was like frozen? It was just like Captain America.
Oh,
Sergeant Savage.
Savage, yeah. Never got any of that stuff. I didn't find out about that stuff even existed until later, like 2010s and stuff.
Jesus.
I was like completely out of toys from like 85 till 92 or so. And then I got some of the X-Men figures. and the first couple waves of the Star Wars Power of the Force stuff, and then I was out again for another 15 years after that. So
Yeah, Sergeant Savage was like 94, but I remember he came with like a tape, and even I was like, "This is pretty fucking rough." But he came with that, you get that P-40 Warhawk that
yeah, that's the thing I saw later on. I was like, I kind of would like to get that, but yeah.
was in the store, and some 30-year-old dude trips me to get it. It's actually you.
What's Scott doing in New Hampshire?
Finding G.I. Joes, damn
I'm not supposed to meet you in my timeline for another 25 years.
it. It's a glitch in the Matrix. That was another video I saw. Just came across recently. They were going through the best like sci-fi trilogies that are overlooked, basically. And there were a couple on there that would surprise me. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really think of that as a sci-fi trilogy kind of thing like you normally think of, but they were. I was like, yeah. The Bill and Ted, because I had Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey, but I forgot they put out that third one on Netflix or whatever a couple years
Oh,
ago.
that was just a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it
25
might have been
years
on
to get
COVID.
goddamn third act.
Has anybody seen that one? Because I never saw it.
I saw that in the movies.
Was
I
it
wanna go
bad?
back and
How
watch it
was
now.
it?
Is that right?
How was
And
Alex Winters?
And I also didn't know there was that third Cloverfield movie because I guess they just dropped it.
That
as a Super
that
Bowl
one is
commercial.
It is real hard to call that a trilogy.
Yeah, because the three movies are completely they're
Well, no, the
not completely
end of-
unrelated, but they're pretty close.
the end of the third one, they throw in a cameo from the monster in the first one, but 10
Okay.
Cloverfield Lane has nothing to do with either of them.
Oh, really?
Well,
I
it's
thought that
about
was-
like aliens.
Yeah,
So that's
that
why
he's,
everyone
like, locked in
thought
the
that
bunker and all that.
Cloverfield was going to turn into like an anthology
Uh-huh.
series, but then they came out with the third one, and then which was about like alternate dimensions and like space travel. But then at the very end of the third one, they arrive back at Earth, and the monster from the first movie is there.
No, okay. I thought maybe the way the guy kind of was talking about it, I thought, well, maybe that was just like that. They opened a rift and that brought that monster there or something. I don't know.
I mean, that's
Um,
kind of what they implied, but 10 Cloverfield Lane has nothing to do with. Like,
Okay.
that is an alien invasion movie.
Well, I thought,
At the
yeah, okay.
end.
At the end, okay, because I thought it was they were stuck in the bunker because of the big monster was terrorizing the world. But it's
No,
a
so
whole different
I
alien,
mean that
so-
one, they're stuck in the bunker because John Goodman tells them that there's like an alien invasion outside,
Mhm.
and they believe him at first, but then he kind of goes crazy a little bit, and they're like, "Oh,
Right.
this guy's just nuts." And then they eventually escape the bunker. And then in the last 30 minutes, you find out that, oh, nope, he was right. And there are
Mhm.
aliens.
and then the one that he was really kind of glazing that I thought it was just like one of the kind of teen movies like the Hunger Games kind of stuff was the Maze Runner series. Have you guys seen any of those?
No, sir.
Because I was like, all right, put that on my list. Because the way he talked about it was like, this sounds like it's actually pretty cool. And it sounds like it's also this kind of a thing where the first movie is actually, people running through the maze and surviving and doing all this crap or whatever. And it's like he says it takes a twist in the second movie and then it takes a third twist in the third movie. It's like they're all like completely different movies. I was like, all right, that sounds kind of interesting.
I usually stay away from I'm not even like talking shit, but like the young adult fiction.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I blew those movies
Yeah,
off
that
and
was-
never gave them a second chance.
They're not a spin-off,
Second
but
thought.
that's like Twilight, Hunger Games, freaking.
Right.
I tie most of those all together, and just Jen loves that shit, but
And one that I completely forgot about was the Riddick movie. Those are batshit crazy.
There was a third Riddick movie?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, okay.
With Vin
So-
Diesel, and then yeah.
They said they went back to like a lower budget, kind of smaller, kind of horror alien kind of thing with that.
What was the first one? Pitch Black.
Pitch Black.
Yeah,
that
Pitch
movie's great.
And that movie was great. Yeah.
I like
And then
that
the
one.
second one was just like, what am I watching? This movie
Yeah.
is insane. But yeah, I guess they scaled it back from the second movie to the third movie. Apparently, I was like, all right, I'm putting these on the list. I got to watch these. So yeah, I was like, ooh. So it's like, oh, I got about 21 more movies I got to watch now. Like, son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, I guess 18 according to this list. Yeah,
Scott, were you a big like Buffy Angel guy back in the day, or am I like
not okay. Not when it came out because I was the target audience, but I watched it and I did not like it at first. And
Yeah.
then about maybe 7-8 years later, I had people at work that were just like blowing it, basically telling it was the greatest show ever. So I gave it a second chance, and then I loved it. I don't think I ever finished Angel. Actually, I watched all of Buffy, but I never finished. I
Well,
only
you
watched,
know
like,
what
the first season of
blew
Angel.
my mind the other day? I had no idea that fucking John Byrne
Wrote some of those comics.
drew and wrote a bunch of those Angel comics. I'm like, one of the biggest fucking Marvel guys, biggest fucking X-Men artists of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking did the Angel book.
Yeah, I was surprised too because I didn't know that until because I was just looking. You sent me that article about the X-Men Elsewind coming out. It's coming out
Yeah.
this week actually, and I was like, I knew they were finally publishing that, but I didn't know when. And then you sent me that article. I was like, sweet. So I immediately pre-ordered it. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow, so I'm a very happy camper.
Shit, I have to do that.
Do you know anything about that one, Graham? Are you an X-Men guy at all?
I have not been following modern comics much at all.
Okay, well, this is John Byrne. He decided, God, 10, 15 years ago he's been doing this.
Yeah.
He just decided one day, he's like, I'm semi-retired, but he's pretty much mostly retired now, but he's like, I'm just going to start drawing X-Men. He just kind of started drawing a page on a whim, and he just was like, screw this, I'm going to just do this. And he basically did a whole series just as fanfic of what he wanted the X-Men to be, basically from the time instead of Jean Grey dying at the end of Dark Phoenix saga, it's like, oh, she lives, and because that's what basically drove him off the book. He wanted her to live, I guess. I don't know. It was one of the more things he squabbled with Claremont over. But so in this, he's like, I'm just going to write a fanfic of how I wanted the X-Men to go from that point forward, and he just started writing and drawing it. And ended up creating like 31 issues worth of comics. And he put it out online on his blog for free. So it's been out there for years.
Wow.
We could read it. But then everybody's like, can we print this? Or can we get this in print? And, because it was just in black and white and everything on the website. And so they finally worked out everything. And they're just now releasing it in print officially. I mean, there's bootlegs out there, of course. But so it's coming out. The first it's going to be 3 hardcovers, I guess. And the first one comes out this week. And it's going to be like, I don't know, 200 pages worth of new John Byrne X-Men art, basically, which is awesome.
I still have to hang out that John Byrne fucking heart.
That art print.
Yeah, still sitting over there. God damn it.
So yeah, I'm stoked because I read like the first couple issues online, but it's like I hate reading stuff online, and I was just like, I'll get back to it at some point, and I just never did. So now it's coming out in print and color. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all over that. It's funny though because his art style looks very different. He's very like not just Neil Adams inspired. It looks like straight Neil Adams the way he drew most of this. It's like, oh, all right, that's a new look for you. I mean, everybody was inspired by Neil Adams back in the day, but now he's like cloning him basically for this series from what it looks like.
I'm gonna put some chest hair on Batman. Oh my god!
No,
Pat's about to snap his neck.
No, I have no idea. But you have to listen to me talk about shit you guys aren't really vested in, so it's all good.
Well, John Byrne's probably my favorite comic artist of all time over the years. He hasn't done much. I mean, he was big in this like late 70s and 80s and all through the 80s. Really up through mid 90s or so, but he hasn't really been.
Didn't he just
doing a
say
whole
one of
lot.
his biggest regrets was moving over to DC and doing Superman? He's like,
Yeah.
I would have done Batman.
Yeah, he said I should have done Batman and Frank Miller would have done Superman. It's like, whoa, that'd be cool as shit. So I mean, he's been pretty much out of the spotlight for. He's just kind of one of the old guard kind of comics artists for last 20 years or so now at this point, 20, 25 years. So having new stuff out by him that I haven't actually read is going to be awesome, especially on X-Men because he was pretty much the quintessential X-Men artist.
Would you actually? I know you're not big on meeting comic artists, but would you try to meet him if? I mean, he
I've
doesn't
met him
really
before.
do cons anymore.
I met him. God, I met him back in late 80s, back when because Mid Ohio Con used to be kind of like his convention. I don't know why. I guess I don't know if he just was good friends with the guys that put it on or something. But he'd show up to Mid Ohio Con every year. And it used to be before it was in Columbus. It used to be up in Mansfield, just at like the fairgrounds. It was just like one building, one like big kind of I guess like a pole barn kind of thing. Like the big buildings you see at fairgrounds, and they just set up in there. And he was always the guest of honor for like 7 or 8 years straight. And then I guess it changed hands and moved around and eventually moved to Columbus. And he stopped coming, but yeah, it was cool. It was everybody has all these horror stories about him being this grouchy old man. It's like, no, he was usually pretty good to the fans unless you just started asking him a million questions and being annoying. It's like most of the people I mean when I met him he was great, and most of the people around me he was great. He just seemed happy to be there, but again it might just be because he was the guest of honor kind of at his own con, so I don't know, but yeah, he was great. And we're just at the spot.
Say, did you ever have any bad experiences with any comic artists? Like me?
Just the time I embarrassed the shit out of myself because I was a dumbass.
Oh God, what'd you do?
I went up to I can't remember if it was it was P. Craig Russell, and was talking about, I was basically blowing him, telling him how great he is, and then I mentioned a couple of things that Charles Vest did, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't do that, did you?" He's like,
He punched you.
he's like, "No, but if I'm going to be compared to anybody, I'm in good company if you say Charles Vest." I was like, "All right." He was very cool about it, even though I was a dumbass and like, I'm a big fan. I don't even know half your work. Like, fuck. So yeah, it was dumb, but he played it off really well, and I just kind of slunk away. But he was very gracious about it. I guess
Yeah,
I think he's an Ohio guy. Actually, I found out because he's been putting out some different art books and stuff on like Kickstarter over the years, and I think I saw the Return Address was somewhere up by Cleveland or something. I was like, what?
Good stuff.
Yeah, I remember when I met Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and it was just like, just get your shit signed and like come in and come out. And I asked, I was like, so I have this, I think I've showed you that art print. It's up there, but I was like, are they both signing this? Like Greg, obviously he's the artist, and Scott Snyder, and he's like, and the dude's like in the line, that's like ushering, like the go between guys. Like, well, he didn't draw that. Like, I didn't fucking know that Scott Snyder's like the art. Like, I'm just some fucking hack. I was like, yeah, I know. And then he obviously signed it. It wasn't even a question. But I was like, are they both signing this? And he's like, well, he's not the artist. I was like, you fuck.
No shit, he's a writer. He's not an artist at all.
I wouldn't fucking know that. I'm just in line. Like, no, I'm just gonna turn this on eBay.
Wait, was that the one that I was there, or a different one? Because I don't remember Scott Snyder being there.
You were there when we met Greg Capullo.
Yeah, I didn't remember Scott Snyder being there.
I have so
when
many.
They were hyping up Absolute Batman, but it hadn't come out yet.
Oh, really?
This was like 6 months before that.
Huh.
A man knows how to write Batman.
Yeah, he's good. Hey, I have so many different con regrets though, because you'd always be walking around and you'd see people, and there'd be nobody at their table, and you just kind of lock eyes and be like, hi, and just kind of walk on, like sheepishly walk away, or have them go up and sign your program book or something. And it's just like, I've had so many freaking people I probably could have just talked to for 20 minutes because nobody else was there, and I just never did. Like I remember there was one Mid Ohio Con, Lou Ferrigno was there, and he was swarmed for the most part, but there was a period of time where he was sitting there alone at his table for like half an hour and nobody was going up, and I don't know what was going on. I think people were just kind of intimidated because it wasn't an official signing time or something, or maybe there were no guards there or anything, holding people off. He's just up there, and I was chickened out and didn't go up and talk to him. I was like, what am I going to say to the Hulk, But it was, yeah, we've had some really good guests over the years, and I've probably missed out. Like Brian Michael Bendis used to sit at a table all alone when he was still an indie guy, and he'd just sit there and stare and be like, somebody please come talk to me. Somebody please come talk to me. And, all he had out at the time was like his Goldfish stuff or whatever, or Jinx or whatever it was. And, then he wrote Ultimate Spider-Man. Next thing you know, he couldn't get within 20 feet of the guy without standing in line for an hour. It's like, I could have talked to that guy for probably hours on end, and he would have been loving it.
I remember at that same con, Terrificon, I'm pretty sure I had texted you guys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'd known you, Scott, at this point. But, like Jen and I just went on this side room and was looking around, and fucking Jim Lee's there talking with Marvel's for Pat, the editor-in-chief, CB Cebulski. I'm like, we're in the fucking same room as the head of Marvel. And he thought it was cool, but I'm
one
just
of the
like,
editors of DC.
And I sent a picture of it, right? I was like, they're just like over here, like it's fucking.
No,
like,
I don't think you sent me that picture.
I don't know if I have that anymore. I think Jen has. I was like, take a fucking picture. Take a picture.
Yeah, Jim Lee was also like, if there's a guy beyond John Byrne who's like the other X-Men artist, it's probably Jim Lee. So it's like, wow. And then he kind of went off. He was one of the Image guys that went off, and then they sold off.
I would say Dave Cockrum, but he's been dead forever.
Yeah, Cockrum was right before Byrne with all that. I mean, he was the new X-Men guy, but he was only on there for.
Yeah, but no Nightcrawler, Colossus, or anything like him.
Yeah, I mean, he did a giant size, and they created half this character. Well, he had Nightcrawler in the freaking in his pocket for years, and he was trying to get that guy as a character to Marvel. They just had no spot for him, and finally stuck him in giant size X-Men 1, and now he's huge.
All right, I feel bad. Does anybody else want to say anything about?
Does anybody else want to nerd out on something? Sorry,
anyway.
It's all good.
We're going dorky here.
It's all good. It's the great thing about this podcast. You never know where it's going to go.
I swear there were important names we were saying. Yeah, Terrificon this year is fucking stacked.
Is it? When's that? That's not the weekend of August 1st.
No, it is August, but yeah, just stay on through. Let's go to that too.
Right.
Just fucking bankrupt myself. But I gotta meet Louise Simonson. She's gonna be there because she was sick the last time we were there. She had COVID, so
Yeah. She's great. She and Walt were at one of the Mid Ohio cons one year. year, and those two were just fantastic to talk to. Just the two
Yeah,
nicest
Walt
people
was
you'll
there,
meet.
and he let us get in line, even though we had to like wait an hour after, and like we were not supposed to be in the line. It was like cut off, but
I mean, yeah, I was God 30 years ago when I met them. Probably they were the sweetest people ever. So I mean, 30 years later, they might be a little grouchier, but I don't know.
oh, he was cool. He signed for Jen the what Uncanny is it the one where it's like Welcome to the Team Rogue, not the Avengers Annual, but
171, where she first shows up and they're all chasing her.
yeah.
Hope you survived the experience. That one, yeah. I
God,
think
you're
it's
such a
fun.
fucking nerd that you just pull it up. And
That's a very famous
your
cover.
asshole.
Like
That's
me
a
with
very
music.
famous cover. Plus, it's one that I missed when it came out, and so I had to track it down. I was not happy. I think my first X-Men issue was like 174 or something like that, but that was out of one of those 3-packs. So my first new one off the stands was like 185 or 186, somewhere in there. So then I had to go back and get a bunch of issues.
I'm trying to remember what issue my first one is. I know the cover because I've showed Graham before. I think I mentioned it to you, but like whenever we go to like a con, it's like not even $1, bro. It'd be 50 cents if it could
Yeah.
be. But I just always grab that.
Oh yeah, that's your first, man.
I
What?
think
I'm
it-
gonna have to look it up.
I think
What
it's
is that?
December '92. Pat, it's when Nana died. Remember the train station? Was it Grand Central we were in New York City?
Wait, no, oh yeah, on our way back down to
Yeah, we
coming
stopped
from
in Grand
Virginia back
Central,
up.
right?
Yeah, it was Grand Central. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would have been
but
Grand Central.
I bought an X-Men comic. That was when I had X-Men comics, but that was like the first one off the newsstand I ever bought.
Yeah, because
I still have that one. I have like 5 others.
Yeah, we had to take the Amtrak back. Yeah, that was in 10th grade. That's all I remember.
Let's see. Actually, no, I guess the first one I got would have been in one of those little 3-packs you used to get at department stores. And that would have been 179, which is Kitty and Caliban get married on the cover. And I got 179 and 180 in one of those packs. And then the first one I bought off the newsstand would have been 185, where Rogue has Storm. It says Rogue Public Enemy, and she's got Storm down like that was the first one I bought off the newsstand. And then I missed Life Death somehow, and then I went 187 forward. I was getting them all.
I think I have a couple copies of that randomly.
Yeah, then I went back and I think I got a full run of X-Men from 94 up to the end of the first series, which is whatever that issue was before they rebooted it again. Yeah, some of the series in between then and now I haven't gotten though. I do have a handful of early issues too. I did sell my number one a while back. That was the one I picked up for $25 at this store in Marion, Ohio. It was $25. I was in high school. It was the most expensive thing I'd ever bought at that point, and it was a coverless copy of X-Men 1 that was hole punched. It was like pages are all yellowed and stuff, but it was like, I have an X-Men 1. This is awesome. Then I ended up selling it, 7 or 8 years ago for like $700. It's
Wow.
like, I can sell a coverless copy for $700. Okay.
Holy
It's probably
shit.
triple
I
that now,
mean-
but whatever.
You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. But then I also got a really good collection off a guy at work. It was funny because, this is back when, before all the MCU movies and everything, if you were a comic geek, you still kind of were in the closet as a comic geek. And I was printing off my want list on the company printer, and I forgot it was there because I got a phone call or something. And this lady comes up and she picks it up and she's like, what the hell is this? And she's like,
Nerd alert!
she's like, yeah, this is somebody's comic. She's like,
Hey everyone!
hey,
There's
everyone!
a nerd in
That's
the
a
building.
nerd. It was funny. So she goes, "Oh, my husband, he also worked there at the time. He worked there shortly. He's like, he's got a comic collection. You want to take a look at it? I think he might want to sell it." And I was like, "Okay, sure." It's like, and it was like basically pretty much every Marvel comic published from like 1974 up to about 1980, and there was. Some of the earlier issues weren't in the best condition, but the later ones, like the last 2 years of it, were just like perfect.
Pristine.
Like, looked like they just came off the freaking newsstand. It's like, yeah, I'll take this. How much do you want? She's like, $150. Oh, okay. And it was like, basically an X-Men run from like 94 up through like 120 or so, including giant size one. Had a Hulk
What year
181
was
in
this?
there. Like 1999.
Christ.
Yeah, it was the haul. I mean, all kinds of Spider-Man. Unfortunately, he started collecting Spider-Man like 3 issues after the first Punisher. So I was like, all right, well, I still had like 131 through, like almost, I think go through like 205 or something like that. I was like, okay, cool.
Like, wait till these get big when they start making
Yeah.
movies. Wait, this
Well,
has
this
already
is-
been
I mean,
around
they-
40 years? Yeah.
At the time, they weren't really worth, I mean, they just in bulk, they were worth probably way more than I paid for them. But,
Well, at that point,
MCU
it's
hadn't
probably
come out
like
yet.
Blade had just come out and that was it. You're like, that's the future.
Yeah. They didn't have any Tomb of Draculas, unfortunately, so I didn't get that. But Yeah, it was amazing. And unfortunately, I did sell some of the stuff. Like I sold off some of the Marvel Tales and like the Fantasy Masterpieces and like all the reprint stuff. I did sell those, but I kind of wish I had those back. Oh well. But it was perfect because his collection basically was like led up right to about as far back as I had gone on most of the series. It was like, oh, I'm only missing a few issues here and there, so it was nice.
I do remember like 92, 93, probably 94. Pat got into comics just a little bit.
Well, everybody
very-
did in
very
1993.
Yeah, with the whole image thing, but specifically it was Shaman's Tears, like
Oh, yeah.
Exo Manowar, Turok.
Mhm.
Oh,
Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, yeah.
I loved Exo Manowar. That early Valiant stuff is so good, and then it kind of got bad.
What was the image one? It was the black dude, and he was like, looked like he had a silver Wolverine helmet.
Oh,
And the
Shadowhawk.
sharp- Yeah.
His thing was he broke people's backs, and then I guess the big controversial thing was that he had AIDS or something. I was like, okay, it
I mean, don't we all?
was like 1992, 93, whatever. Yeah, that was Jim Valentino's book, wasn't it? Wait, who did Shadowhawk? Was that him? I can't remember.
I just
Eh,
remember,
whatever.
well, I still have it somewhere, but Pat had the cover where he's taking his helmet off.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's a black dude.
I remember that one.
Hang on, I'm having a brain fart here.
And Pat had once again, I still have it, but it was like a Gold Hawkman #1.
Yeah, it was Jim Valentino. Okay.
Wait, I gave that to you?
Well, I don't know if you gave it to me or just ended up in my hands. So
It's all good.
I mean,
though.
if you
Is it-
want it back, it's yours.
No, I don't. I don't need it. It's probably not worth what, $5?
Yeah, but see if I have 5 of them.
Yeah. Send me a picture later. I kind of remember the covers, but
Oh, those are crazy days. Everything
I
was super
promise I have
collectible.
comics you haven't seen since '92, and you're gonna be like, "You still fucking have that?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yep. Man, there's a lot of Shadowhawk comics out there. Holy crap. Shadowhawk, Shadowhawk 2, Shadowhawk 3, Shadowhawk 4, Shadowhawk One Shot.
What the fuck was Exo Manowar's deal? So stupid.
Oh, I loved Exo Manowar. He was he was like the old Viking guy, and he got kidnapped by aliens back in whatever, the 700s or whatever the hell it was, or 1100s. And then they were, because of time dilation, all this bullshit, he ended up escaping and stealing like their greatest weapon, which was basically like a suit of Iron Man armor, but it was like an organic Iron Man armor. And he escaped the ship, and then he crashes back to Earth, and it's like, oh, now it's modern times. It was 1992. And he was cool. He was basically like Conan the Barbarian in an Iron Man suit is what he was. He was awesome. And he crashed down, and he's like, okay, well, of course, he's just thinking, I need to conquer this land because I have this awesome weapon now. And oh, modern days use corporations to conquer lands. Okay, so he took over this big corporation by force, essentially, installed himself as the CEO, and just so now he has like all this money and people fearing him and working for him. It was funny. It was a interesting concept. I never read the later series though, so I don't know where it went after that, but it was funny.
I'm sure Pat with that Turok _1 was like, "Let's put this aside. I'm gonna buy a house with this one day."
oh no, I never thought that. I just thought the cover was cool.
Oh yeah, with the chromium cover.
Hmm.
Oh, they love their chromium.
Pat, how many issues of the Black Bag Superman did Dad buy?
Probably 10.
Yeah, because was it 1 or 2 per
Yeah, and then he
customer,
kept
and he
going
had us
back,
go in
yeah.
there and grab them too.
I mean, what are those worth these days?
Oh wow, Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1 is actually about $10 these days.
Oh,
I'm
that's
surprised.
How much is a Black Bag Superman? I don't know. What is that? It's got like $10, $5.
Oh, last I saw was around 30 actually.
I remember Dad sold them for
Let's
like
look it up.
$36, which was those were
Oh, yeah.
$2.95 at the time.
Well, $36 then is probably 60 now. So think about that. Was what, 90?
It was 92, and he probably
Two.
flipped it like 6 months later.
Yeah,
$36 a piece.
kept their lights on.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so I mean that's pretty good.
Black Bag.
and then he gave
Superman 75.
me one. He gave Pat one for Christmas. I remember that.
Then it was the white one when he came back or whatever.
Oh, that thing's not even worth
$2.
kindling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mycomicshop.com selling the Black Bag Supermans for $18 now. So I guess they did come back down.
That poster was bomb though. I kind of want one of those.
You didn't keep it? Had the armband and the poster and
Oh yeah,
Those
the
little
little
stamps.
like news article, and that was cool. Oh, the stamps. I forgot about that. I don't know. I have one. I have one bagged somewhere down in my collection, and then I have the original one I bought.
I still have like 5 of the white bags. I know Graham, I
Oh,
gave you
the
like one of
500.
each of those, right? Not the black one because I didn't have any of those, but
Yeah, they're in my comic tote in the basement.
comic tote.
I think I gave him one of the news days.
Oh, those are fun. Yeah, all the little peripheral magazines they put out at the time. Remember the Marvel swimsuit specials?
Yeah.
Oh god, they're putting out all kinds of stuff back then. It was great. That was fun times to be in comics, and then everybody decided they were going to get rich by buying multiple copies, and found out it wasn't going to happen, and the bubble burst, and shit. Marvel filed for bankruptcy in what, like '94 or something like that.
I thought in '98 they were like super close to like shutting off the lights, like a month or two away.
Wow.
And like Michael Jackson was like trying to buy it too. I would never touch a comic.
Or a young boy's penis.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to go see that movie tomorrow night.
Well,
Heidi and Parker. Yeah, the Michael movie.
Well, it's probably going to be on fucking Amazon in like a day. That's been out for like 2 months.
I know. Well, Heidi and Parker went and saw it, and they really wanted to see it, or they really liked it. And Parker wants to see it again. I'm like, can we just wait till it comes on streaming? It's not really a big screen kind of movie, but
Come on, Dad,
whatever.
you got to see it. Michael loved the children. I bet he did.
So yeah, I think we're probably going to go see it tomorrow night, which is fine. I don't mind seeing movies in theaters. I like seeing movies in theaters.
All right, before we end this, did you say you did want to see Supergirl? Because Graham and
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably I think it's 100% we're going to see it Wednesday. I don't know if I meant
Yeah, I saw they're doing an early viewing again.
I was gonna say, do you want to see it Wednesday, and then we can possibly Wednesday or Thursday night record like a 20, 30-minute thing, and then release it on like Friday or something? That's all up to Graham and you, but it'd be fun to just do a little bonus thing.
I'd have to see it. Well, I could probably take Parker. I think he wants to see it, but I know Heidi wants to see it too. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away with seeing it without her. But and if it's bad, I don't want to see it twice. But hopefully it's good. Then I won't mind seeing it.
I heard
twice.
it's good, but
It looks good. I mean, it's it's dirty, grungy Supergirl doing dirty, grungy, stupid Supergirl things, but whatever.
I feel like we're leaving Pat out, but there's no way he wants to see that.
No, it's fine. No, I don't. But I'll be coming to you guys after.
All right, on that note, keep it pointless.
Keep it pointless.
Keep it pointless.
Keep it pointless.